We're ready?
Yeah, I hit start streaming.
Well, that means we're going, baby. I got you. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Welcome to the podcast. We will be doing it normally on Tuesdays. Tuesday. But this Tuesday, we had, personal drama going around the house. Anyway, everything's cool. Everything's fine. Everything's good. Welcome to the podcast, everybody. You know what? Still don't have a name for it. Used to be the Laughing and Living podcast. It might go back to Laughing and Living, actually. I don't know that there's a better, especially after this coronavirus. Is there a better name for a podcast than Laughing and Living?
Nope. If you ain't living, you ain't laughing.
You ain't laughing, you ain't living. Laughing and Living.
I always like that one.
Right?
Yep.
It's just. I mean, this is what we do.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? We could name it all kinds of stuff, but
at the end of the day, I mean, you say it every time. If you ain't laughing, you ain't living at the end.
And by the way,
and it's natural. It doesn't come like, like if you're trying.
No, because I mean, think of all the times that you remember in your life that you treasure. You were smiling. You were laughing.
Right.
Whatever was going on around you, that's what you were doing, and that's pretty amazing to me. But listen, I got to address something right out the gate. I've gotten a bunch of messages, a bunch of emails, a bunch of people, a bunch of friends, a bunch of fans, a bunch of non-fans. I will address this issue right out the gate. Look at me. When I read that Joe Rogan got a $100 million deal with Spotify, I was happy for him. Very happy for him. And Bert will tell you this. Bert will tell you this from way back in the day. Even when I was raw, and I'm not raw right now, but even when I was raw about all this, and Bert will tell you, what I used to say to him, remember this? I used to say, I wish them all unbelievable success.
Yep.
Because when they get successful, they'll understand that when success comes, hate, negativity, all that stuff comes with it, and it follows you. And a lot of these guys have had to deal with that. I hope that Joe doesn't. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's not what I'm saying. But I wish him success so that you know what I mean? So that any of the stuff, I just don't live on negativity, man. I've worked really, really hard in the past 13 years or so to not be an angry person because you can become that guy. We all know that fucking asshole, you know. Oh, man, let me tell you, if it wasn't like comedians. Oh, my God. Remember, dude, when we would have comedians that I can't even name names, but they weren't that funny. They were okay, but they weren't that. Yeah, let me tell you why this person doesn't want me to perform at their club because I'm funny. You know, it's like, dude, really? Is that what you think? You think
because I kill all the time. Okay.
You remember this?
Oh, dude.
Oh, man. Because nobody wants to follow me. It's like, because you kill the room, and not in a good way. Not in a good way.
No. That's the thing. Well, they think they're dude, I killed, and I'm like.
You remember that, right?
Oh, it's the best. The best.
Now, don't get me wrong. I did the same thing, in a sense. In the sense that when I said I killed, maybe it wasn't Robin Williams, or maybe it wasn't even anybody kind of halfway there. But for me, it was killed. Because if I had a room, dude, like, you know what show I'll never forget? And I wish it's somewhere. I know it's somewhere. I don't think I erased it. But way back in the day, when I first started, I took Albert, and he was maybe 14.
When you just started?
Yeah.
Yeah. In 88.
So I borrowed my sister's camcorder. And when I say camcorder,
oh, fuck.
I mean... The fucking thing was literally, it was, so you put a real VHS tape in there. So if you think of the size of a VHS tape, it's that big, right? So you put a VHS, and then it literally, you would put it on your shoulder and hold it like this, right? That's how, you remember that?
Yeah.
Do you remember the thing I'm talking about?
Of course.
Oh, man. And that day, it was a room booked somewhere in Glendale or something like that, by Franchi San Pedro. Amazing. So anyway, he had nobody else. My stupid ass showed up. There were like, God, I don't know how many people in there. Maybe, 14, 15 maybe? What do you think? I don't remember.
Something like that. Yeah.
Man, and I remember he just said, go on as long as you want. I think I did. That was like the longest I'd ever done up until that point. Excuse me, which is about 40 minutes, which, by the way, was horrible. But at the time, it was the best I'd ever done, so I didn't care. All I remember is being so excited, man, so excited to look at myself. And after about 5 to 7 minutes, that shit was so fucking shaky.
Dude.
That thing was like an earthquake hit, and it would jiggle, and then I'd hear it, and then it would jiggle, and then it was still for like 5-10 seconds, and then there would be that.
Yep.
And it would go down for like 4 seconds.
I'm like, dude, that thing weighed like fucking 60 pounds, bro.
The thing was a block.
Yeah.
It was a block.
Dude, I was like, dude, this is crazy.
It looked like a real camera.
Dude, that's
and I remember how, like, I should have been so glad and grateful that you were there anyway. I was so fucking mad at you.
Like, dude, you couldn't fucking hold her straight. I'm like, bro, I tried. Fuck. I go, dude, that thing weighed about fucking 80 pounds. And back then, dude, I was, it probably weighed more than me.
You did. You were skinny,
Yeah.
bro. You were
Little,
like,
dude.
You had no bones. I mean, all bones.
Yeah.
No muscles.
That's when all I did was play basketball. So I was
That's
like,
it every day.
Every day.
My God. I wish I could pull that out. My
Yeah.
point being is that I get it. Back when those days happened, I thought that was a great set for me.
dude, I killed.
Dude, I'm sure that if me from 15 years ago, me from 20 years ago went back and saw that guy, I would be looking at him like, really?
Right.
So I get that. I get the mentality of like, I kill, but nobody's gonna keep you away from stuff when you're good and when you're funny, when you're bringing in the tickets. It just doesn't happen.
Right.
Anyway, my point being, I'm happy for everybody and their success. Because at the end of the day, good for you, man. Good for you. Takes away nothing from me. And even if I was going up for that role and they gave it to somebody else, you know what I mean? Like, it's their role. Like, just be grateful. Be happy for it. So, bottom line is, I am glad. I'm happy for Joe. What a great thing to have worked, for what he's been doing this podcast since way back when all this stuff started with me, which was in 2006, 2008, something like that.
Yeah.
So for 12 years, he's been working on this and making it bigger, and now he's reaping the benefits of that. Good for him, man. Good for him. I got nothing bad to say, and I mean that sincerely. It's just who I've been working to be. 20 years ago, 15 years ago, I wouldn't have had the same. I wouldn't have said the same thing, or if I said it, it wouldn't have come off the same, or
Right.
whatever. Different world, different place. I would have been more aggressive or made jokes or some stupid whatever. Like, I don't even know what I would have said. I still would have been happy because I never did want anybody to not succeed. It's not up to me, man. When the people say, I like this guy, that's the people. I don't understand why other people fight that. Or go on, you shouldn't like this person. Like, why don't you just like who you fucking like?
That's it.
Why do you care? Why do you care? That's why, dude, I love that video of the guy from Costco and the way he handled that dude without a mask.
Oh, yeah.
That was just so
awesome.
amazing. It wasn't personal. It wasn't, man, it wasn't like, dude, I can't believe this, nothing. It was just like, bro, you need to put on a mask or you have to leave.
Yeah.
I was born in a free country. Let's stop right here. For all you people that say I was born in a free country, are you really? Because no shirts, no shoes, no service. You can't walk around with your dick hanging out. You can't walk around with your titties hanging out.
No, he got in his car all pissed off, put his fucking seatbelt on.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
There it is.
I'm like, dude, fuck this. Let's go,
there
babe.
it is.
Put your
Dude,
seatbelt on.
That
Let's
is
go home.
so fucking. I didn't even think about that,
and it's
bro.
like, dude, are you
so
serious?
hysterical.
Yeah.
Like all the rules that we abide by.
Yeah.
You know
He
what I mean?
fucking at the stop sign.
Yeah, he got in
He
his
stopped
car.
at the stop sign.
He,
Yeah.
he put on his seatbelt. He stopped at the stop sign.
Yep.
He didn't run the red light. He was on the right side of the street.
Mm-hmm.
He obeyed. Yeah, you're free.
He drove the speed limit. Everything.
Exactly,
Yeah,
dude.
okay.
Like all the other laws that
That's
he had
the thing.
to abide by.
Fucking people are stupid,
And
bro.
this is where it's at.
Yeah.
Like, dude, and by the way, part of me, believe it or not, as much as I think this guy's an asshole, part of me respects people like him, kind of. Not in this specific instance, but those are the people that make America the great country that it is. Because it's the crazy people that push the limit. You know what I mean? It's the crazy chick that's like, look, why can't I get a legal fucking abortion? I don't want this baby. And a lot of people right now are hearing me say that, and I'm sure they're freaking out. Excuse me. I'm sure that they're freaking out. I'm sure they're going, oh my God, I can't believe he said that. What is going on? But that's what it took. That's what it took for Roe v. Wade, for somebody to say, you know what? I don't want to go to a back alley. I don't want some guy to put a hanger in there and pull my shit out. I want a fucking doctor to take this baby outside of me because I do not want to raise a goddamn child.
Right.
Like, that was their thinking. And then they changed it. And if it changes back, if anybody out there is like making this a political thing, if we change it back, it's only going to be because some crazy person or some like person that doesn't give a shit says, no, I don't care what that law says. Once a baby is like conceived, it is a person. I don't care if it's viable or not. I don't give a shit if it has a heartbeat. We need to have it's that same fire that makes America this cool ass country. I just think that you got to pick your goddamn battles. If your battle is, you know, abortion or no abortion, I can understand your fire and fervor.
Right.
But if it's really a mask, a fucking mask, and by the way, thank God that this one just turned out, you know, calm, and he was like, okay.
Yeah.
Because I like the way.
Let me pay? Babe,
No.
You pay. He was all, babe, you pay. No,
He's like,
you.
no, put it
Dude,
on.
all you gotta do is,
And then he just took his stuff away calmly. He goes, I'm sorry.
dude, we were at, my wife and I were.
This is a private-owned company. It's private property. You need to go. It's really that simple.
We were just at a Costco too, and this man, he was there with, it was him, his wife, and his 2 kids.
Yeah.
And the wife had the mask on.
Yeah.
One of the daughters had the mask on.
Right.
The dad had his mask on, but it was below his mouth.
The nose. He was doing the nose thing?
No. It was below his mouth.
Oh, he just had it all the way down.
Yeah.
Okay.
And his other daughter did too.
Okay.
One of them. So we're walking by, and my wife looks, and she goes, put your mask on. Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, put your mask on.
Exactly.
You're supposed to have your mask on. He kind of
Right.
looked at her like, but, I was ahead of her, and I was like, what'd you say? And she goes, no, I told him.
Right.
And it's funny because the other day we were at Home Depot in line,
Right.
and this dude gets behind us, and
Uh-huh.
he's like, you know, they have markers,
Yeah.
and he's ahead of the marker, but he's on his phone.
Right.
And then he like takes a couple more steps closer to us.
Right.
So I turn around and I go, hey, bro, do you mind standing on the X? Like,
Right.
is that cool?
Yeah.
And then my wife, she's like, babe, what? Why are you saying so? I go, what? I looked at her and I was like, what do you mean, why am I saying something? Because the motherfucker's not in where he's supposed to be.
Well, first of all,
No, so right? So then we get to Costco. What happened? She goes, oh, I told that guy to. I go, what happened
what happened with the fucking
what
line?
happened to
with the X and the craziness?
Why are you telling him to move back?
Yeah, what'd she say?
No, she goes, no, you're right. She goes, after I said it to you, I thought, what the fuck? Like, no, fuck that. You're right, babe. Yeah, it was funny as shit. So I go, oh, okay, so now it's cool, right?
Yeah.
But so he goes up to pay,
Right.
and the lady, like, she looks at him and she goes, sir, you need to put your mask on. And he's like, what? She's like, you need to put your mask on now or we're not going to sell you this.
Right.
So then he was like, fine. So he just put it above his mouth.
Right.
And that's it. And she was like, whatever. At that point, he was already going to pay. So she was just like, whatever.
Right.
But I look over and his daughter, same shit, has her fucking mask below the mouth. And I'm like, there's an example, you know.
Yeah.
One daughter is like
Right.
with the mom.
Just put it on.
Yeah.
Like,
I was like,
pretend that you have it, Dick.
Just
It's
put it
not
on.
about you.
Right. That's
This
the
is
thing.
this is my issue with it. You know what? If you don't care about getting it, that's totally fucking cool. That is your life. That is your thing. Go for it. It's fine. But dude, don't get it and then give it to me, motherfucker.
Right.
That's the problem. So everybody out there, pretend that you have this fucking virus and you're just not going to spread it to the rest
Right.
of us. And is it really that big of a deal to put on a fucking mask? I mean, is that the biggest sacrifice you fucking have in your life? Like that's your issue of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you gonna make me put on a mask? You're gonna make you do a lot of shit, dude. We're gonna make you speak English. We're gonna make you drive. We're gonna make you
Yeah.
put on a seatbelt. We're gonna make you get insurance.
you
We're
gotta
gonna make
get a
you get
dri-
health insurance. Dude,
driver's
we're gonna make
license.
you do all kinds of
Yeah.
shit, bro. We're gonna make you take off your fucking shoes when you get on a plane. Yeah. We're gonna do all that shit.
Yep.
Yes, it's gonna happen. So just deal with it. It's not that big of a deal. And for everybody that's afraid, is oh, that's how they do it. That's how they take control of you. It's like, yeah.
That's how they do it? Yeah.
That's
Put a mask on, guys.
That's how they do it. That's how it starts, making us put on a mask. When there's an epidemic, that's how they control us. Like, the powers that be wish we were shopping. They don't wish we were at home. They don't gain from this. All these conspiracy theories, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. All of them, so stupid. Now it turns out that it's less deadly than it was, and it's really almost only killing old people if you really look at the numbers. It's just so fucking stupid, dude. But dude, I have that great story, bro. Oh, it was awesome. So, guys, let me tell you. Anybody have anything they want to answer? Anything good?
No.
Okay, so
I'm just reading whatever.
Okay, so guys, it was somebody's birthday in the house, so we're gonna celebrate the birthday. So I go to this place called Chocho-san to get some sushi. It's on Ventura and Balboa, and I order. And when I go to order in person, because I was going to order online, but the problem is that they said some of the menu items aren't part of the menu because it's a limited menu. So I went, you know what, I'll just go in there and I'll order. So I went there, I waited a couple. So the way they do it is they put plexiglass on 4 tables. And so when you walk in, it's almost like you walk into a room full of plexiglass and there's a little hole.
Oh, yeah.
So I got there and I said, can I have the menu of the stuff that you have right now? And so the lady said, yeah, no worries. And then I was going to walk outside and she goes, no, there's nobody out there right now. Everybody there is waiting for food. Don't worry about it. Just take your time. So I ordered a bunch of food. You were there, so you saw. I ordered a bunch of food. It was cool, and the lady says it's gonna be like an hour before all this gets done. It's a pretty big order, and we got a lot of orders. I said totally cool. So I get back, and there's let me see. There's a lady to my right, a black guy to my right, a black guy to my left, a guy inside, and a lady behind, and we're all waiting, and we're all looking at each other. And the guy goes, I think it was the black guy at my left. He looks at me and he goes, can you believe, man, he's ordering in there. I ordered online. I think that's what you should do. Order online, then show up and pick your food. They told me to come and pick up my food, so I'm here to pick up my food. And I was like, I'm glad you weren't here about an hour ago. I almost was like, dude, you're not going to believe this, but an hour ago, there was a motherfucker in there for like 15 minutes ordering shit. But I didn't. I just stayed quiet because I was like, well, there was nobody here when I ordered. So but I did say like, well, I go, dude, I was gonna order online too, and I get it, but some of the items on the menu aren't here now, and so I kind of, and he said, oh yeah, that makes sense. So then anyway, he's next. The black guy's next. So whoever's in there gets out and leaves, and he walks in there, and about 2 seconds later. This girl, she's blonde. She comes up. She opens the door, and you just see him slowly go, excuse me, ma'am. And then she takes a step in, and he goes, hey, back the fuck up, please. And she goes, oh, I just want to ask a question. He goes, I just want to ask a question, too. Can you back the fuck up? There's only one person in here at a time. I don't know you. Just wait a second, man. So she steps out, and she looks at me, and she's like, I just want to ask a question. And I'm just like, listen, we're all here for the same reason.
Right.
So she says, well, I just want to ask for their number. And I go, oh, why don't you just ask him right there? And he was literally on the phone with them. So she said, I tried to call like 20 times, and they never answered. And he goes, I'm talking to him right now. And they answered right away in the first time. I don't understand. So there's a couple of chochos-san. So I said, maybe you ordered in the wrong one. And she's like, she said, no, I didn't order in the wrong one. This is the one, and they're not answering, and I don't understand why they don't let me in there. I just want to ask a question. And it's like, don't you get it? This is real. It's about you being in somebody else's space at a time when that's their space. Just let them have their space. But she's getting more and more agitated. So then she amps it up a little bit and she screams to the car, "They won't let me in. They just won't let me in." So then you see her walk to the car and the car opens up and she's like, "The guy in there said no to get out. He said get the fuck out." And so then you hear her go, "No, no, no, just stay in the car. Just stay in the car." And of course, at that moment, the black guy comes out with his food. He's got food on both hands. So imagine this, guys. He's carrying 2 of those plastic bags with 2 of the cellophane kind of, containers, the white normal containers that you get to go, the most common to go white ones that snap. He's got 2 of those in each bag, and he walks out. And this guy who's about 5'6", probably weighs about 240, has got a nice beer gut, wearing shorts and flip-flops, looking like he just came out of one of those concerts where they play Cheeseburger in Paradise. You know what I mean? Like just one of those old fucking yacht rock type guys. Uh-huh. He's wearing a little fedora hat and is like the side of the long hair is coming out.
Beautiful.
It's perfect. So he looks right at me because I'm right by the door because I was, at this point, I think I was next. Uh-huh. So he looks right at me and he goes, "You got a fucking problem?" And I don't know what face I made. I think I just kind of went, this'll get worked out really quickly. I'm not even going to react to it. and immediately she goes, "No, Dad. It wasn't him, Dad. It's the guy coming out of the door, Dad." So then this black guy is like, literally, bro, he's wearing a sleeveless cutoff, a sleeveless shirt, not cutoff, but the workout ones, because I think he had just worked out. Uh-huh. Dude, his biceps, he's just cut. He's ripped. He's already a little agitated because the dude before was ordering and took his time, mm-hmm. and then this chick tried to get in. So now he's not in a good place.
Right.
And then this little dude, he's literally about 6 inches taller minimum. And he goes, "You got a fucking problem?" And the and the black guy just looked at him like, "What? Seriously?" And he goes, "You got a fucking problem?" And he goes, "I ain't got a problem." And he was cool. He's like, "Look, as a matter of fact, she can go in and ask whatever fucking question she wants right now. Go for it. Nobody's going in." And I was like, okay, this is going to resolve itself. I'm just not going to go in and she'll go in and ask a question. No. Then the little dude looks at the tall dude and he goes, "You know what? I'll beat the fuck out of you." And the black guy said, "You gonna do what?" "You heard me." Dude, he goes, hold on for a second. He opens the door, puts his bags inside, arranges them, closes the door, and goes, "I'm going to beat the fuck out of you in front of your daughter." Now she's like, "Why would you talk to me like that? I'm only 17. And I'm like, why did you open your fucking mouth in the first place? Yeah. Like, wait your goddamn turn. You didn't come. It's not like you showed up and they let other people in.
Yeah.
I don't care how old you are. You know how to fucking count, and you know who got there. Mm-hmm. And you're putting your dad in this fucked up position.
Situation, yeah.
So he goes, "I'll fuck you up." And he goes, "I'm right here. I'm not moving. I'm going to beat the shit out of you in front of your fucking daughter." And he goes, "Well, why'd you talk to my daughter like that?" And he goes, "Because how do I know she doesn't have a virus?" She's like, "Look at me, man." He goes, "White people been killing niggas for way too long."
Oh, that's awesome.
Yo, dog. And when he said that,
I would have been on the floor crying, dude.
I was fucking crying on the inside. Crying.
I would have been like, "Bro, that's you won."
But then I hear, right? I hear that, and I realize it's the black guy is now next to me, the other black guy. And the sound I hear is him putting his hands on the armrests of the chair and slowly getting up. Because when the other black guy said, "I'm tired of white people killing niggas," this black guy felt it. And he's like slowly standing up. And so the black guy, the black guy who's about to beat his ass is by his car, and the white guy now is walking away from him, But he has no idea, dude, that he's walking right toward the other black guy who wants to punch him in the fucking face at this point, too. So he's looking back, talking shit. And the black guy goes, oh, you gonna fucking get chores. You gonna fucking get chores. And he goes, oh, yeah? How the fuck am I gonna get? And right in the middle of get, he turned around and saw that the other black guy was just standing there right in front of him, looking right into his fucking face. And as he turns around and he sees that guy, he immediately goes, man, I don't even want sushi. And he fucking just
I'm out of here. Oh, my goodness.
And of course he does the shit, I'll beat it. But as he's walking away, and this was as respectful. Like, this wasn't them going mad, because the black guy was respectful of his daughter,
right,
in the sense that, you know,
he didn't fucking beat his ass.
Nah, and he could have just stepped up.
Right.
He didn't want to. He waited. He was like, if this guy throws at me, I'm gonna take him out.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I didn't even pull out my phone, because I was like, you know what? This is not one of those moments. This is not one of those moments.
Right.
I don't want to remember it. I don't want to put it out there. I don't know, because here's the thing. Because then every time, no matter what happens, people try to mitigate, right? People, you know, it's like the black guy that got shot, and they're like, well, he was in that house before. It's like, really, dude? So you're telling me that if you're a human being and you trespass on my house when it's being built and nobody lives there, and then you leave it without stealing something, I have the right to shoot you in the face?
Exactly.
What the fuck is that all about? So I just was like, you know, I realized, look, this is going to be funny. I'll tell it as a story. I don't want to go there. I don't want to do that. And as he's fucking leaving, like, shit, I don't fucking want, I ought to beat the fuck out of his ass anyway. And dude, there was this great fucking moment, bro, where I looked at the brother to my left and I looked at the brother to my right, and I looked at him, and in my eyes I was trying to say, like, thank God you guys didn't fucking beat this poor man in front of his daughter. And the older black guy, who was the one that was going to get involved, he just went like, man, that's crazy. Why do people act like that? And the other one didn't say shit, bro. He just sighed, and his sigh was like, I could tell that in his head he was thinking, God, I wish I would have punched him in the fucking face. Yeah. You know
right
what I'm saying?
His daughter.
Like, he so wished that it would have elevated to the next level, and it didn't. And then I had to, bro. I had to. I go, hey, bro, where'd you grow up? I feel like, by the way, I didn't recognize him. I just wanted to find out where he grew up. Mm-hmm. I wanted to see where that attitude came from. So I was like, hey, bro, man, I feel like I know you, man. He goes, man, I know you, dog. You gonna tell the story? I'm like, probably. He goes, nah, I grew up in Compton. And I went, that's what your eyes were saying. You wanted to kick his ass. He goes, hell to the motherfucking yeah. And then once I talked, he got blacker.
Oh, of course.
Do you know that? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Where at first he was like, I'm going to beat the fuck out of you. And then with me, he was like, oh, I wish that motherfucker would. I was like, it was... Sorry, it was such a cool moment, and nothing really happened. But what got to me of all that, bro, I was thinking to myself, why? You know what? This was all about not having respect for what other people, you know, we were already there. I don't care if you're 17.
Right.
We were standing there. Now, there wasn't a line, because it's kind of not set up that way. There's businesses to the left and the right, so you can't really wait in line. So we were just 6 feet from each other, 6 feet from the door. You know, we were just kind of out there. But there were 5 of us. She knew that there were 5 of us. You know what I'm saying? And when I gave her the option, when I told her, like, hey, he's on the phone, he told her, like, no, call. They'll just answer. They answer right away. They don't, you know. Or she could have said, oh, my God, why don't you give me the number that you called? Anything. No. She tries to make it a bigger deal, and then when her dad tried to get pissed off, she tried to act like, and then after she started crying like, I only 17, well, then why are you acting like this?
Right.
Like, you're not my son. You know what I mean? And by the way, if my 13-year-old son did some shit like that, I would reprimand his ass too.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I would be like, what? Why are you going to the front of the line?
Oh, yeah.
Were there people there? Yeah, Dad. Oh, well, so you're better than them. Oh, no, Dad. Well, you're not better than them? Oh, no, Dad. Then why'd you go to the front of the line? Well, I mean, because all I had was a question. Well, how do you know they didn't have a goddamn question?
Right.
You don't know what they're there for? Well, I mean, just a question that. No, see, you're
wait
going
your
to
turn.
you. It's you. Wait your fucking turn.
Yep.
Wait your goddamn turn. This is the way the world is going to be for a long time. We're going to wait our turn. It's going to take forever to get into places. It's not going to be the way it used to be. It just isn't. And deal with it. Oh, but it didn't happen. And part of me wishes that something would have happened. But then part of me is like, no, man, that's not cool. Like, I'd rather have this story and mention
Right, of
that
course.
nothing
Yeah,
happened.
then to say, dude, fucking dudes.
Then the cops
they
show
fucking
up.
beat his ass. They
And when the
arrested
cops
black
show
guy.
up, you know what I mean?
The black guy
they're
got
gonna arrest
shot.
The black
Oh,
guy,
fuck
and
that,
you know what I
man.
mean? And then I'm gonna be like, I should have recorded it, and I don't want to be now. But you know, it's just the selfishness of our society is coming out in certain ways right now. You know what I mean? But and here's the thing: when the black guy got out and he said, "Go ahead," I was like, "Go ahead." I was next. Like, you go. She didn't want to go in, and he didn't want. He wanted to fucking fight with me. And part of me was a little hurt at first. You know what I mean? Part of me was a little hurt because it could have been me. It could have been the tall black guy that was walking out. It could have been the other black guy that was to my left.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been this Asian lady to my left. And it could have been this older white lady that was right in front of me. But as soon as he got out, he fucking talked shit to me. You know what that means, right? You know what that means? That I was the bitch of that fucking group, bro.
I was going to say that.
Like, I was a bitch of that group. Like, he looked at the whole group and went,
who am I gonna talk
I
shit
could
to?
fuck him up. Like,
I'm going to talk to
what?
this little motherfucker right
I'm
here.
that guy? I'm that guy? I'm the bitch?
Right.
Oh, my God. I like, later on, I kind of realized, wow. He assessed the situation and went, I could fuck him up. Oh, my God. And I mean, similar body types. You know, he's probably 40 pounds heavier than me, but, you know, little, maybe 1 inch shorter than me. But there was a lady, too. He could have, like, called it. No, but he couldn't call it on her because the girl had said it was a guy. So I guess if the guy's there, bro, I was the bitch.
You were the one, bro.
All right, I got to accept it. I got to accept it.
Yeah.
But this shit is important, dude, because you heard about the guy that got shot, right? The guy, you didn't hear about the Waffle House guy?
No.
So dude goes to the Waffle House, and they tell him, hey, bro, if you don't put on your mask, we're not going to serve you. So he hemmed and hawed, but they didn't give it to him. And later on, I think he pulled a gun out on him, but he didn't actually, pull the trigger. He just showed him that he had a gun, and they told him like, hey, we can't serve you, bro. So he left, and then came back later with the gun and shot the guy outside in the back, like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the guy didn't want to die of corona, so you're gonna shoot the guy. But
stupid.
but this, my point is the mentality of, yes, it's extreme. We get it. That's not even what I'm talking about. It's the mentality of, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you that we, the rest of the world, got to change the rules for you? Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Seriously. Who are you in your head that you think we should change our lives at that moment for you?
For you, yeah. Fuck that.
To make your life better. When we're all doing that, we're all dealing with the same shit. We're all having to put on masks. We're all having to fucking stay steps away from people. We're all having to do.
We're all doing. We all.
I'm gonna go back to work in a couple of weeks. By the way, I'm gonna be in South
Cisco?
Florida. What up, Cisco?
He just got
I'm gonna
out.
be in South Florida on
crazy.
the 5th of June.
June
if
4th.
If everything goes well. June 4th through the 7th, I'm going to be in South Florida. Not a lot of tickets because you can't do full capacity, but like that. I'm about to go and make 25% of what I normally make.
Right.
Because, and by the way, I'm literally not making money when you think of the spending and how much I got to pay, for the car and the thing and the where to stay and all this, right? I get, but my point is, we're all dealing with it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anybody that hasn't been affected in some way that's had to change, their way. I mean, we had the drive-by drive-by party for the kid.
Yeah.
I mean, our son is 3. I don't know if you've raised kids, But 3 years old, that's the time when they begin to realize they know how to open presents now.
Yep.
They know what's inside the presents because they're not in that place like, okay, so when kids are 1, you throw parties for them, but is there, you know what I mean? Like, they don't get it. I remember when Nicholas was 1, he just opened the presents and then pushed the box away because he liked opening and tearing up the presents. But 3, they begin to get what's inside. They go, oh my God, this is this. And you know what he had? They would drive by, say happy birthday, and drive out of the house.
Yeah.
You know, a couple of them stopped, opened the sunroof, looked out the moonroof, whatever it is, you know, and then said hi. And then they left. And we're all like, did I want that? No. I wanted a party for my son. You know what I mean? I wanted to throw a party for my wife too. But you know, what'd she have to do? Same shit. I mean, it is what it is. We're all suffering.
Yeah.
We're all dealing with this. And yet, people like this, you know, I thought I was born in a free country. No, you were born in United States of America, and there's fucking rules, dude.
That's it. There's rules.
There's goddamn rules. It's just the way it is. Right? You can't you can't take off your top at certain beaches. You can't wear a thong in certain beaches.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As a guy, you can't wear a thong in certain beaches.
Good.
I think that's totally wrong, by the way. I think there's nothing funnier than a man in a thong, bro, on a beach. Nothing better. Because the dudes who do it are never fit. They always got a nice little gut. They're right. It's always that dude with a gut. Not a big gut. It's never a big gut. But it's like they got nice legs, a little gut, little hangover.
Yeah. The Mexican buff, usually they call them.
What's the Mexican buff?
Is
that the same as prison buffed?
They got a gut, but they're toned and shit. But they got a gut.
Oh, it's like the wrestlers, like the Mexican wrestlers, where they're kind of fit, but
the top. But then you like, dude, that dude's pounding some fucking beers out there.
Right. He's doing
you know.
Yeah, but this dude went back and and first of all, you know, like it's bad enough the dude is working at a Waffle House.
Yeah,
it's not like it's a job of luxury, man. I mean, if this was a chef at Waffle House, let's be real. This was probably a guy that had to go back to work. This is probably somebody that didn't want to go back to work. This is most likely somebody that was forced because of the money that they make and the money that they will make to go to work. Put an environment that he doesn't want to be in. And then somebody shows up, you know, without the mask that you're supposed to have. And he was just like, bro,
hey, come on.
I don't want to fucking be here. And then you're making
yeah,
because of you, because of people like you, because you might give me some shit that I might die of. Why would you fucking, you know what I mean? And then he gets shot. And this fucking idiot, what a piece of shit. Like, I'm sorry, everybody, but nobody on this fucking earth, nobody is that special and that important. I don't fucking care who you are. Don't matter to me. I'm telling you something, dude. If Trump came to a business that I ran, and he's a president, and I respect presidents, so let me put it to you this way. Not Trump. My bad. Take Trump out of the equation. If the president of the United States of America showed up to my business without a mask, I'd be like, I'm sorry, Mr. President, but you are a citizen of the United States just like everybody else. You need to wear a mask, or you can do this somewhere else. Do it outside. Do a press conference somewhere else. I'm sorry, but those are the rules. You know what I mean? If I'm not going to do this for my wife, and I'm not going to do this for my kids, I'm not going to do this for, you know, I'm sure that there are people that you want to hang out with.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
I'm sure, dude, there are people I want to hang out with.
Dude, I hardly ever go to your house, too.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like once in a while. You come over to my house more than I go to your house, and I'm kind of like, fuck, man.
But this is what I'm saying.
It fucking sucks.
We want to, you know what I mean? We all want it to be different. All of us do. But what is this thing that you think you're fucking better, that you deserve some special treatment, and that, by the way, I should put myself in harm's way because what your fucking COVID-19 is different than the COVID-19 that some people might die. Is that what you're fucking telling me? Like, the odds of you, yeah, but you know what? I already got in a car. I know what those odds are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I already did this. I know what those odds are. I already got out of my house. I know what those odds are. I don't want more odds of death. Don't put more death odds on my shit, even if it's 0.2%. Don't put them on there. Why would you do that to me? You don't have to do that. You literally take it from 0.2 to 0.003% chances of me getting what you have by covering your face.
Right.
Cover your fucking face, dude.
For everybody's sake. Fuck.
There's more chances of you getting hit by a car. Well, then why are you making it more of a chance of me fucking dying?
Yeah.
Like, you're actually putting more, like, it's like you're putting one blind guy with a car and, and maybe that dude's going to run me over. You don't fucking know. Dude, it's bothersome, bro. It's bothersome. And these people that I don't understand why they don't want to do it. What is the reasoning behind this? By the way, anybody listening, if you know anybody like this, can you answer that for me? What is the reason to say I was born in a free country when, as Albert so eloquently stated, he got in his car, he put on his seatbelt, he stopped at the light,
he observed all the fucking
he
laws
observed
going
all
home.
the laws, he didn't speed. What is the point? You're not free to do whatever you want. It's just not the way it works. You do have some freedoms, but once they infringe upon others, that's it.
Yeah.
Stop with that shit. And if anybody has an answer or knows somebody like that, because do you know anybody like that?
Mm-mm.
I'm thinking, do I know anybody that would be like that? That would say something like that. Oh yeah, I got a friend named Steve that might say some shit like that, but I'm not positive. Steve might. Let me see. And I'm talking about Chung, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Steve Chung might do it. And by the way, Steve Chung is a Korean friend of mine with a huge penis. And I know this because he sends me pictures because he's proud of being Asian and not small. So
Bag.
The
big Asian guy.
It's a big Asian guy. Love that. Let me see. Let me think.
So yeah.
What?
No. So Donnie Curry, he wanted to know why Mind of Mencia was canceled, or why.
Mind of Mencia, what happened with Mind of Mencia was, it just got to a place where it was better to leave than to keep doing it. They didn't want me to address some of the shit that people were saying, and I wanted to, and it just got to a point where it was like, and when you have a TV show, here's what happens, guys. When you have a TV show, people see you perform. Like, let's take an extreme case, right? Well, fuck, I'm an extreme case. But let's take another extreme case. Let's take a guy. Let's pretend there's a comedian who's starting to make it big, and his whole act is about licking butthole. That's his whole act. Butthole, lick butthole, and that's his act. And somebody from a network sees him and they go, oh my God, this guy has fans. He's funny. We want this to work. So we're going to give him a show. Once they give him a show, and Albert will tell you this, they sit around and say, can you not do all the shit that you're famous for? Can you stop doing jokes about this? Can you stop making fun of stupid people? Can you stop saying titiri?
Yeah, the first 2 seasons are like, go at it, and then it's just like.
And then when it starts to get better and more, they go, ooh, maybe we shouldn't do that.
You think we could just hold back just a little bit?
Exactly.
And that little bit goes to fucking.
And that little bit.
No, we can't do that. No.
Yep.
No.
Yep. And
sorry.
It just gets hard. It just gets hard because at the end of the day, right, we all want the same thing. Oh, you know what it is? It's YouTube, all right? When YouTube first started, other than sexual, like showing penis and stuff like that, which you just can't do, you could get away with anything. You could make fun of anybody. You could say anything you want. You could play whatever music and anything. Now, if you play a song that you don't have the right to play, they're going to flag your shit. If right now I was to say, put up the video of the lady being interviewed talking about the guy that got shot, they would say, like, do you own that footage?
Right.
Like,
It's
so
copyright. Blah blah.
exactly. So that's what happens once they get popular. See, it's what I used to say in my act, which will always apply, but it's not important right now. Is I don't like people once they get to that place where they go from wanting to protecting. To me, that is when people become assholes in this country. Because at first, there are no blocks, right? I don't care where you came from. Europe, Africa, South Central America. When you first come to America, the only difference is the accent. But what are the ideals? If I work hard, and I do what it takes, and I apply myself, I will do and I will achieve in this country. I will become anything I want to become. This is what we think. It's I will do, I will make, I will succeed. Once you get to a certain place in life where you feel like you've kind of made it, that's when you become a dick, because then you start worrying about who's taking your shit, protecting your shit. And that is that switch.
Right.
Right? And that's why I personally don't like when people get to that place, because then it's like get off my lawn, get off my property. You know, it's you know what? Here's what it is. When you first come to this country, you don't care where you live. You think of the places that you live as awesome. Doesn't matter that you live in shitty neighborhoods. You tell your kids, if we work hard one day, we'll make it to that other neighborhood. And when you make it to that neighborhood and you have a nice house, you have a nice little place, that's when you become a dick and you knock on your neighbor's door and you're like, hey, is this color approved by the homeowners association? Like, what the fuck? Dude? Why do you care what color my house is? This is that difference. And I think that those are the people, you know what I mean? But think about it. Think of all the people that are pissed right now. It's the people, you're taking my rights. I have the right to walk around without a mask. And it's like, yeah, but you don't have the right to come into my private business without a mask. I'm sorry. Get the fuck out. I have the right to refuse service to anybody, period, end of story. This is just the way it is. So those are the people, dude, that I'm just, I think that right now we're beginning to see those people because we're beginning to come out. And so you're having to say, hey, can you step back a second, please? Hey, can you cover your mouth, please? Hey, can you not half-ass your mask and cover your fucking nose too? I don't know if you realize that when you breathe, droplets come out of your nose. When you sneeze, shit comes out of your nose. So could you cover your whole fucking face, please? What's it to you? Death, bitch. Death is it to me. I might get this virus and fucking die. That's what it is to me. I don't understand. Like, what do people think that those 94,000 dead people in this country are? And listen, we are such a free country, even with the restrictions that we have right now. There's a reason that there's more coronavirus cases in America than in any other country in the world. And by the way, we're not the highest populated country in the world. So we shouldn't have more cases. We do because we do appreciate freedom. Because right now you could still get in your car, drive across the country, stop at certain gas stations, go inside with your mask or outside. You still have freedom to do certain shit. You know, in places like China, you got a phone? Well, guess what? They track your shit. One person per house can come out. And if your phone walks out of the house, it sends an alarm, and they come up to you and talk to you and go, you have to go back in your house. Not today. They tell you straight. Well, they don't have an accent because they don't speak English, but you get my point. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we have way more freedoms than everybody else, man. They're not making us have an app on our phone and tracking us, which other countries are doing. And, by the way, it's helping them a lot. They're doing that in India. They're doing that in China. So, what are they telling us? Keep your distance and wear a mask. Pretty much it.
Right.
Pretty much. Like, that's pretty much it. Stay away from people. Don't get too close and wear a mask. That's it. So that some of us can live another day.
Yeah.
That's
it.
all.
That's it. That's all we
and
want.
it's not forever. We're gonna find we're gonna find a cure or a vaccine for this. It's gonna be fine in the future. We're gonna find. By the way, thank you for making it colder. I was sweating my ass off.
know,
I thought
dude,
it was me, dude.
No, that's why I got up.
I thought it was me.
No, it started getting fucking warmer. I looked
Oh,
at
it did?
I looked
Okay.
at the temperature.
It's all the
I was
lights. I'm
holy
like, oh my
shit,
God. No, but it's like, okay. So it's just like, it's not forever. It's literally going to be till next year at some point. At some point in 21, we're going to have a vaccine. And all this is going to not be a big deal. And it's going to be okay. But for now, can you just do two things?
Yeah.
Just two things. Just stay about 6 feet away from each other. Just put on a mask.
That's it. Just put on a mask.
That's it. And
Dude, the funny thing is, dude, you're really not even in the store that long. Like,
No,
you know what I mean? Like,
of course not.
dude, 45 minutes.
Of course.
An hour at the most. Like, really?
Yes. And
Fuck.
by the way, they don't even check what kind of mask. You can literally go
Dude,
and find fabric that you find
that's it.
breathable. Like you literally
No,
could
yeah,
go
yeah.
and
You
find
could put a handkerchief or-
fabric.
Like,
No, but I'm saying you could go somewhere and find fabric and start like testing it and breathing through
Right.
it and find one that is almost porous so that you and nobody's gonna stop you.
nope.
As long as it's not like a fishnet, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you're pretending it's a goddamn mask.
That's fucking funny.
You know what I mean?
Fishnet.
As long as it's on a fishnet.
Yeah.
I get, that's it. That's it. And listen to me. It's not convenient. So if you, and I talked about this on Friday's podcast with all the guys, but I'm going to say it today because I ended up with 2 fucking sandwiches. 3, I'm sorry. I never ordered. Why? Because of masks. And because at a certain point, I wasn't going to ask her to take off her mask. I wasn't going to take off my mask. And so it just happened. So I'll tell you what. Jersey Mike's by my house. Jersey Mike's by my house has, it's on Ventura. It has a, what they did was, sorry. So what they did was they cordoned off with plastic from the ceiling all the way down to the counter.
Right.
And all the way around. So they're secluded, and outside of that, we're secluded.
Mm-hmm.
There's a tiny hole about, I don't know, 2 by 2, where the part of the machine comes out where you can stick your card in.
Oh, right.
And then underneath that, there's probably 10 by 4 hole where the sandwiches come out, right? So I got there, and the chick was wearing a black mask with a little white thing on the side, a little white like knob on the side.
Uh-huh.
So you know one of the big, you know what mask I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah, like the N40, not the N45s, but yeah, they're like
They're big and round,
right,
and then they have
and
like a
then they
little
have
air
right
filter.
on the filter,
A little
on
air
the side, yeah.
filter. All right. So she had that on. Now, I immediately thought, okay, if you're behind all this stuff and nobody can even breathe, even if I spit, I wouldn't reach them, and you're wearing that mask, you're concerned. You do not want to get this virus.
Right.
This is real to you.
Yeah.
You might be, I don't know what it is, but to me, that mask says I'm taking this shit very seriously. I had my little neoprene. I had just a neoprene black mask. It's just neoprene. It's like made out of stuff that wetsuits are made out of. So it's a little tight. That's
Right.
it. And so with that thing on, I asked for. Okay, so it's a special sandwich. So it wasn't like a number 1 or a number 2. It was, provolone cheese, turkey with the Jersey Mike way with this special chipotle sauce. Giant. So I said, can I get a giant? No, but I'm like, so I go. So I'm like, can I get a giant? Right. So, and then she goes, I swear to God, this is what I heard. And I just looked at her and went, 3.
Yeah.
3.
Three of them that way.
I go 3. And then she got the tuna right because that was easy, right? I go,
Right.
tuna. She goes, I'm like,
Yeah, just one.
That's it.
One of those.
Yeah, it's like, this one. That's mine, so that's the one I give a shit about. And then the other one was a hot pastrami with no cheese, extra mustard and pickles, right? On wheat. So of course, again, I'm like, can I get the giant pastrami, mustard,
Fuck.
wheat? And she goes,
Yeah.
one of those.
Fuck. Hey, no wonder when I went to your house, Amy was like, "Oh, there's a lot of sandwiches here." You can have, and I was like, "Fuck, this is a lot of Jersey Mike sandwiches for only 4 people."
Dude, I went back home and I said, I don't know what the fuck I got.
Dude, that's fucking funny.
Because I felt bad because I did one time ask her to repeat, like to see if I could try to get it. But at that point, it was like, I'm not going to get it. Because like, I'm sorry, what was that again? And then again, just exactly, it's like when somebody doesn't speak your language and you try to slow it down as if that's going to make any difference. That's what I did.
Right.
I said, you know how you just sounded right now? How about you sound exactly the same fucking way again and see if I can make heads or tails of what you're saying? No, of course not. She's like, you say you want to doesn't make what?
Fuck yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's what I'm talking
you got
about.
It, fuck, I can't believe you heard me.
You got it. And you know what? Here's the thing, man. She didn't ask me to repeat myself because I think she knew exactly what I was, because she made my sandwiches with confidence, bro.
Oh, yeah. Fuck, I know exactly what he said.
She was like, oh, no, I got this shit. She's probably proud of herself. Like, man, on the first try, bitches. Yeah. Dude, I ended up with no pastrami. The tuna she got, I ended up with no pastrami. And the other ones, I think, were more Italian than anything because they had, like, salami and pepperoni. And so I didn't get much. But my point is, I could have.
Who ordered provolone? That's what I want to know.
Lucas wanted.
The only way I like provolone is it's got to be melted on fucking like with steak meat or something. Ugh.
Dude, Lucas likes turkey, provolone, Jersey Mike's way, salt and pepper with the chipotle sauce. That's his thing.
Nice.
I mean, that's on white bread. That's his thing. So I went there for him. That's when I tried. But my point of the story is this. I could have easily taken off my mask and went, hey, I want blah, 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 blah. But, and let me ask you something, Bert, because, like straight up, pretend it's not me, just a dude. I think that it's disrespectful to pick up my mask knowing that that's what I'm not supposed to do in this place and yell out, which is only going to make the spit go farther.
Right. Oh, I agree. I don't take out my mask when I'm in
And at the end of the day, I felt like I'm lucky they're open. Yeah, I know that you could look at it the other way and say, well, I'm bringing business to you, blah, blah, blah. But I'm lucky they're open. Because if not, you know what I'd be doing, bro? What would I be eating if that shit wasn't open? Rice, beans, and some meat of some sort.
Yeah.
That's where I would be. You know me, dude.
Yep.
And so I'm not going to eat rice and beans every goddamn day. I mean, I love it, and I would do it. Mix up the rice. Basmati rice one day, Japanese sticky rice the other day, Chinese fried rice the other day, Mexican rice the other day, yellow saffron rice the other day, arroz con pollo the other. Trust me, dude. I could eat a lot of rice. Trust me. Trust me. But I looked at it like, I am fortunate that I could, be in this situation. And they're open, and I'm just not going to do it.
Right.
And if I end up with sandwiches that I don't want,
That's
and
cool.
I went home and I looked at Lucas and I said, this is what you get for not ordering a number 3, bitch.
That's it.
It's that simple.
Yep.
Because then I could have just put up my number, put up my fingers, did a 3, and pointed to the 3, and she would have asked one question. And even if I didn't understand what it was, I know. There's only one question she would have asked then. Do you want it the Jersey Mike way? Or like if I wanted to add mayonnaise or something like that, right? But so she would have just asked like, want it the Jersey Mike way? And I would have been like, perfect. Or no, that's it. But I chose not to because I thought that's not what you're supposed to do. Am I wrong?
No. I won't. I don't take out my mask. Well, I'll say it again and say it, then just be like, fuck it.
Right?
Oh, like dude.
Well, it happened to you. It happened to you. I knew it.
This one is So I had to go to the bank real quick. I go to the bank and
Right.
I'm walking away.
Right.
And as I'm walking, this dude goes, Albert.
Yeah.
And I turn around and go, hey, what's up? He goes, hey, what's up? But he has a mask and I go, who's that? Right? And he
so
goes,
you see his
oh,
eyes,
yeah.
dude.
And then he goes, it's such and such. And I still didn't hear him.
Yeah.
So I go, who? And he said it again. And I
you
still didn't. And I go,
understand him?
oh, dude, what's up?
Ah!
I swear, dude, I had at least a 5-10 minute conversation with him.
You still don't know who it was?
I have no idea who the fuck it was at all. I was like, dude, fuck. I telling you, dude, I went home and I was talking
You know
to my
what
wife.
the best is gonna be? The best is gonna be when you see that guy again.
Oh yeah.
You know, years from now or months from now, when no mask is needed,
Yep.
and you're gonna be like, "Hey, dude, what's up?" And that's when you're gonna go, "Dude, that shit was
Dick,
you."
what the fuck?
Holy shit! And then he's gonna laugh. You go, "You didn't know it was me." You'll be like, "Fuck no, dude!
Yeah.
I just pretended because at this point I didn't." You
Dude,
know
I'm
what I mean?
telling you, dude, it was funny as shit, dude. I got home and I was like, fuck, I have no idea who the fuck that was. Like,
Right.
dude, not even
Right.
a hint. And I
Right.
looked at his hair. I think, well, maybe I'll know him by the hair, but he probably hasn't got a haircut. So I was like, dude, I have no idea who this fucking guy is.
Dude.
Like, but he was like, dude, what's up? What's up with this? What's up with him? What's up with her? And I go, fuck, obviously this dude knows who the fuck I am. Well, he said, hey, what's up, Albert? So I know, but I was like,
Yeah, well, my buddy, who, you know what, I can't, he might get caught, so I will say this like this. Let's say I know somebody who has, well, let me put it to you this way. I know a man who this weekend got a lap dance, a real lap dance from a chick wearing a mask. I swear to God. I swear to God.
holy shit, nice.
She didn't take off her mask. Kept the mask on the whole time, but did the real lap dance, bro. Culo on his lap, rubbing it on. Tetas on his thing. The whole shebang, bro. The whole deal. But you know what she didn't do? She never took off her mask. And I don't know if I want to call her stupid or respect her for that.
That's respect.
That's respect. That's mad respect. She did her job, but
Yep.
she didn't take off the mask.
Nope.
Yeah. So you got to
That's beautiful.
Oh, you're gonna get what you pay for.
Oh yeah. Oh, you getting it?
But you ain't gonna understand what the Hey, dude. I go, what was her name? He going, oh yeah.
Oh, it's turkey with provolone, huh? Cool. Get it, dog.
Turkey with provolone. Oh,
Okay.
but see, this is what I'm saying. Like, who are you that you like, dude? You know,
Yeah.
let me be honest with you, man. I have been treated as an adult like a special person in this country, good and bad, right? The hate is because people think I've got too much and I shouldn't be as special. The love is because they think I deserve it. You know, the free meals, the accolades, the love. Listen, Bert will tell you, man, you know, you just get treated differently once you become celeb. And when you're hot, it's ridiculous. It's on a whole different level. You get upgraded to the best shit, no matter what it is.
You get
a
clothes,
place is sold
you get
out.
clothes
They
for
kick
free.
somebody else.
You get
Nike
shoes,
calls you and says, "Hey,
everything.
what size are you?" Every video game that comes out, you go watch the release and they give it to you. They give you free Xboxes, free PlayStation, everything you want. It's look, I to even now get treated special, and yet still, man, I'm okay with ending up with the fucking whatever those goddamn sandwiches were that were
Yeah.
not what I ordered. Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to take off my mask and put other people in harm's way just in case, you know, just in case, man.
Just in case, bro.
Just, you know
It's
what
for
I mean?
everybody's sake. It's not just for you. Yeah, dude, if you don't like it, I get it. Because it is annoying if you're not used to it, obviously. But
Of course it's annoying. Nobody
it's
wants to
annoying for
do
everybody,
it.
yeah.
Dude, I'm a sweater, bro. I'm a sweater. And I sweat dude. I sweat right here under my lip, like the lip above my lip thing all the time, period. You know how bad that shit is?
That's why I turn on the fucking AC.
When I'm
fool.
wearing the neoprene? Dude, that thing is everywhere. Plus, I figured I realized I don't have good breath, dude. So I had to go to the dentist and get I haven't got a cleaning yet, but I got to get a cleaning. I'm like flossing all the time, dude. At first, I was bleeding my gums. Now I'm good. So
Yeah.
the doctor's like, you're getting good. I for a while, I had to get this this mouthwash.
Andale.
No, dude, it wasn't regular mouthwash, bro. It was luckily one of my best friends is a dentist, so he hooked me up and he gave me. But it's like, dude, it wasn't like it's industrial strength shit for your mouth.
Nice.
Oh, dude, now in the morning, I fucking brush my teeth, I wash it. If I put on the mask, bro, I'm like, oh, who's that minty fresh son of a bitch? Like,
Fuck, who's been breathing in my mask?
who's this guy? It just feels great, dude. It's like, but you learn all this stuff. And my point is, do I want to? No. Listen, and Bert will tell you this because what I do for a living. Do you know how many times we've left the comedy club at 4 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday night? No traffic. Waiting at a stoplight for the fucking red arrow light to go and still not taking that just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, you know what I mean?
Like, go
We
fuck,
don't-
there's nobody.
Exactly.
That's cool.
We don't want to. My point is, do I want to fucking wait for that red light? No. But I also know that the day I go, fuck it, whoop whoop, that's gonna be the
Either
goddamn
that
day.
or fucking somebody T-bones your ass.
Or some asshole. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Or some poor guy in a motorcycle that I didn't see.
Yeah.
I take him out. Or somebody that didn't have their lights on. Or some drunk guy going the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? It's like you never know. So I get it. I don't want to do this shit either. But is it really that annoying? Like, I'm going to sit here and go, oh, I get it. But is it really that for a little while of your life? And by the way, these are going to be the stories that we tell our grandkids way back in the day. How was it like, Grandpa? Because you're going to be old one day, bro, and your kids, and Alyssa over here is going to have kids, and then they're going to talk about how they got the – and by the way, by then, the vaccine won't even be important anymore because, like, it'll be eradicated. It'll turn into something else. So they're going to be like, oh, Dad, I'm gonna take the kids to go get the coronavirus vaccine. It's going to be COVID, whatever year that is, the COVID 32. And then your kids are going to be like, abuelito. Nah. Alyssa's kids aren't going to speak Spanish. They'll be like, hey, Grandpa.
She didn't even speak Spanish.
Hey, Grandpa, Papa. What does she call her dad? What do you call your grandfather, mija?
Tata.
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 You think your kids are going to call him Tata?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So they come up to you and go, Tata.
What's up?
And you're going to go, ¿Qué pasó?
¿Qué pasó?
And they're going to go, we don't speak Spanish. And then you're going to go, well, then don't call me fucking Tata. Call me Grandpa.
Yeah.
Or what is it that all my white friends, well, not white, I don't know. Yeah, only white friends call me pa. Have you ever heard that shit?
No.
Me ma for grandma and me
No.
pa for grandpa.
Never heard that.
Yeah, so that's what your fucking brown kids are gonna
no.
call you. Your brown dark ass.
Hell
Hey,
no.
hey, me pa. Tell us about what it was like when COVID-19 and you had to wear.
No, they could call me Tata because it's my fault that they don't speak Spanish.
It's hurting your soul for me to talk like.
Yeah, I'm like, well, fuck that. Call me.
I'm looking at your face and you're fucking
Bro, I'll be
hurting.
like, hey, you better call me
It's
fucking
so
Tata.
fucking funny, dude.
Don't call me fucking me paw or my balls or whatever the fuck you said. You're calling me fucking Tata.
Well, I'm kind of fucked because
Or I could be like my father-in-law who used to tell,
what?
them, hey, when we're around chicks, he's like, hey, just say uncle. Don't call me Tata. Say
No
Uncle
shit.
Ruben. Yeah.
No,
dude,
for real?
yeah, when they were younger and they would be like, what the fuck? Like, what? He'd be like, no, I'm serious.
Did I tell you about last year when I went to the Dodger game?
No.
Oh, so my son. So think of the Dodger season. It was like in the summerish. So it was almost a year ago. I go to the Dodger game. And Luke Nicholas is 2 years old. So it was about June. So he'd been two for about a month. So 2 years in a month. And he sat down for 7 innings, which, by the way, for a 2-year-old to sit down and watch a goddamn baseball game for 7 innings, hey man, it was a blessing. A blessing. Yeah. But when we got up to sing, he was like, fuck this. We are not sitting down, bro. So he just said, shoulders, papi, shoulders, which means put me on your shoulders. So Dude, put him on my shoulders. Now, for you people that don't know, my son was born with kind of long hair. For a baby, really long hair and a lot of hair. So we just didn't want to cut it. Now, dude, how would you describe him, bro? I still try to braid that one so he looks like Braveheart, but he fucking takes it off. He hates it. But when my son gets out of the shower, he's 3 years old now. When he gets out of the shower and I put the conditioner on his hair and I just let it dry out and it just flows, yo, that shit, it looks beautiful. So anyway, taking a shower, went to the Dodger game, 7th inning stretch. He needs to get up and walk around. I start walking around, got him on my shoulders, and the lady comes up and goes, "Oh my God, you have the most beautiful granddaughter I have ever seen." And I just said, "Thank you," and walked away because I couldn't. I couldn't do it, dude. I couldn't do it. I couldn't face the fact that that's my son and I'm not his grandfather. So the bitch called me old and she said that my son is a chick. And I accepted it like a man, graciously said thank you, and walked away and licked my wounds like a bitch.
Like, bitch, well, first off, you think he's a girl. Second off, you think that this is my grandbaby?
Yeah, but I'm doing the math, bro, and I'm like, math isn't off.
No.
Right? 51 years old with a 2-year-old kid. So if I had a kid when I was 25, and that kid had a kid when he was 23.
No, yeah.
Well,
it's like my son. If he's gonna be 23.
Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 46.
So there you go.
Yeah.
So he's 23 and you're 46. Yeah. There you go. So if he had a kid right now, that would be great. It would be perfect. That's what I'm saying, dude. This is what I'm saying.
That's
so
cool.
Anyway, you must accept what happens. It's like, look, we don't like it. You know what I mean? I'm beginning to accept that I'm going to die. I fucking hate it, dude. I hate the fact that there's going to be a day within the next whatever, and I'm not going to be here anymore. I'm not going to feel. I'm not going to see. All that's going to be left are videos of the bullshit that I did. And some people will say he was great, and some people will say he was a piece of shit, and some people will say, I can't believe he died, and others will be like, he died too soon, whatever it is. You know what I mean? You just deal with the cards, man. You deal and you move on, and that's all you could do. How long has this been going on? It feels like it might be time.
Yeah, it's time.
What is it? How much is it?
We are at an hour and...
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
10, 12 minutes.
Well, listen, everybody. Thank you guys so much for listening. Appreciate it. Did anybody, by the way, answer the question of why do they know anybody that has that attitude?
No.
No? Huh. Interesting. Well, maybe we get it some other time.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for listening. Look, let everybody know that when will you edit this and put it out as the podcast, the actual podcast?
Oh, I'll edit it tonight and then it'll be out tomorrow.
So the podcast will be out tomorrow. We are going
on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud. Yeah,
Spotify?
Everywhere you can.
iTunes, SoundCloud, Spotify. It is, and then put it back, bro. Laughing and Living.
Laughing and Living.
It is the Laughing and Living podcast, ladies and gentlemen. We've tried all kinds of other stuff, but you know
Love
what?
it.
Nothing says Laughing and Living the way I want it to say, because the truth is that at the end of the day, what gets me through all of this is my ability to laugh at it. Even death. Especially death. Especially bad things. Tragedy at some point becomes comedy. At some point, we got to be able to see the humor in all of this. If not, we are going to turn into that asshole who, to prove a point, doesn't want to wear a mask. And by the way, not only did he get in his car, not only did he put on a seatbelt, not only did he obey all the traffic laws, but him or somebody in his family, probably the chick that he was with, had to go back to that store or another store to buy all the shit he was supposed to buy in the first place and do the whole fucking thing over again, when all that had to be done was, okay, let me put this mask on for 3 minutes while I pay for this shit. And then if you want to be a dick, put it on, pay for it, and once it's in your cart and you already paid for it, take the mask off and be like, fuck everybody. Like, you could have just, there's no reason for it. There's no goddamn reason for it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sharing. Please tell everybody that it's coming out tomorrow. More importantly, let everybody know that we're putting a lot of content on the YouTube channel. So please, 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 please subscribe to the YouTube channel. And as soon as I can, guys, which is probably going to be on the 8th or 9th of June, I am going to have a special stand-up that's all to do with this COVID stuff. And it's going to be
Fucking
free.
crazy.
It's going to be put out there. Love you guys. And, here's the way I look at it.
It's crazy that you haven't even performed since, what, March?
I have not performed since March 4th.
Yeah, so you haven't performed since March.
Yeah.
And
Not all of March, basically all of March. So March, April, May, 3 months. Never, it will never happen again.
wow.
It will never happen again unless this happens again.
No, that's not going to happen.
So this will never happen again in my lifetime. And I've appreciated it. I've enjoyed it. I've hated. And with trepidation, gone on the internet. And for you guys that are fans of mine, you know that it's not always easy for me to go on the internet. But I attacked it. I'm good with it. And I'm putting a lot of content on. So please, please let everybody know. YouTube channel, subscribe to it. We're bringing it back, ladies and gentlemen. I put myself in comedy jail so that I could learn to be not only a better comic, but a better man and accept what I need to change and fix about myself. And I've suffered enough at my own hand about all this other bullshit. It is time. I'm out. Let everybody know, because at the end of the day, if you ain't laughing, you ain't living. On behalf of producer Bert, peace, love, stay safe, and wear a fucking mask when you're out running around in public.
Yeah.